guys, it's Zei. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to finally be filming the slime mystery box.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ Spade, and I would like to welcome you to the first ever Spade Life podcast, where we talk to small YouTubers who are coming up, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. So my first guest, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Zei Carmela. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for accepting my offer to come on the first ever one. This one might be a butcher-like set. It might be terrible, but it might turn out fantastic. So,
right. You just have to be optimistic about it.
Yeah, we will see how this turns out. If you wanna give us a brief description of what your channel is on YouTube right now. Like, what are you doing? What do you plan on doing?
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So my channel name is Zei Carmela, and basically all that I do on my channel is I do everything that I'm passionate about. So I've started gaming recently on my channel. I do makeup, I do covers, I do art, wacky challenges, but I also take suggestions from my friends, my family, other people who watch my channel as to what they want to see, so they have some more influence on my channel as well. So I'm not always just doing what I want to do, but I'm also incorporating what my viewers want to see.
So what kind of wacky challenges have you tried already? Because I've also tried a couple of challenges on my channel, but so what have you done already?
So far I've done the no brushes makeup challenge. So I applied a full face of makeup just using my fingers. And I just recently, this one hasn't gone up yet, but you guys will be the first to know about it. So I recently did a full face using wet brushes. And I have planned quite a few of other challenges to do. The one chip challenge, Bean Boozled, which I've done quite a few times, but I've never recorded. So that's just a few of the things that I've planned.
I've done Bean Boozled too, and it's awful. It's
so bad.
I did it twice on my channel already, and yeah, it's horrible. It's a terrible challenge, but I'll probably do it again because reactions are funny.
It's so fun, but it's so gross.
It's like the most horrible flavors they could ever put in a box, but for some reason you really just want to show people that, I don't know, it's just a weird thing that you just want to keep doing.
Exactly. The
one chip challenge, me and my brother are actually gonna try that when we actually purchase some. But we tried the ghost pepper chili chips.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, I think when I do it though, I'm only gonna get one chip, and because my fiance was the one who suggested I do it, I'm just gonna split the chip with him and make him do it with me.
That's a very smart idea. I think that's what I might do, because buying two of them instead of just wasting two, because I know we're not gonna finish it. You might as well just get one.
Yeah.
That makes plenty of sense. I looked deep into your YouTube channel, and the first videos that are on there, you're a singer.
Yeah, I sing.
You have I think 3 or 4 singing videos.
Yeah. At first, when I wanted to start YouTube back in, I think my channel's as old as 2015, I think. But all I wanted to do on YouTube was sing. And I kind of treated it as a hobby, and I was really, really embarrassed by it. So when I would make covers, really old ones that are no longer on my channel, I'd make an excuse. I'm like, hey guys, it's Zei, and so my friend wanted me to make this cover. I don't know why, but said friend that I didn't have didn't ask me to do it. I just wanted to do it, and I wanted an excuse to do it. So it was like, I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing it for a friend. And I was so embarrassed by it.
So how did the 3 that are up there, you said you took some down. How did those stay up there? Were those your favorite ones?
Yeah, those are the ones that I started doing for myself, and they didn't have excuses in them. It was just me being passionate about it, and I felt like that's what you're supposed to be doing on YouTube. And I wanted some of my first videos where I wasn't serious about YouTube to be up there, because since then I've gotten a better recording device. Like, well, not really better, but I record on my iPad now. So it's better quality and things like that. I have better lighting situations, better quality audio and things like that. So it's like, I don't want to take down everything that was not the best that I could do at the time.
Yeah.
And because if people want to go right back through my channel, it's just not like, oh, she has good lighting, good audio, she's editing some of her things, she's trying to get better. It's like, she didn't start from an okay spot. She was had just as little as other small YouTubers once upon a time. And I'm still small, but like, that's for my goal to be when I get bigger, is people can look back and see that she didn't always have everything.
Are you, like, in the future ever planning on doing any more covers or original songs even?
Yeah. I definitely want to. I've been having a hard time trying to write my own song, but I definitely want to make an original song. And I do have more covers planned, because singing is my original love and passion. Because makeup came after, and I've been really swallowed up in makeup nowadays that I don't really spend too much time on my music. And it's sad, and I wish I spent more time on it. So that's one of my goals, definitely, is to spend more time on music.
That's cool. I forgot my next question for a second.
That's okay.
Where are you from?
I am originally from Midlothian, Virginia, and I now am in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. That means you're cold also right now.
Oh yeah, it's so cold. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, it was like 50, and now we have 4 inches of snow.
Oh, you guys got snow already?
Yeah.
We're waiting for ours for tonight. They were talking a couple good inches, so.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be fun. So gaming, like, you were talking streaming, like, what kind of games do you play?
So right now, mostly what I've recorded for my channel is some Minecraft with my friends. I play on Hypixel, I play some Bed Wars and Sky Wars, hide and seek, prop hunt, things like that. But I've also been recording things by myself, like Doki Doki Literature Club is basically, it's a story, but you make decisions throughout the game as well.
Was that
and
your latest one? And
it's basically just a read-through.
Was that your latest video?
Yeah, it's the latest video, it's the first episode
I started watching that.
Yeah. And I love games like that. They are just so interesting. They always have such a great storyline to them. And I recently downloaded Slime Rancher from Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I want to stream, is Slime Rancher.
So are you more of a PCer or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do play Overwatch on the PlayStation, but I want to get it for PC because most of my friends have it for the PC.
So.
But yeah.
But okay, so PlayStation. Do you dabble in any other PlayStation games other than Overwatch?
I used to dabble in the Call of Duty games, but I feel like after the Modern Warfare, they kind of didn't, like, the graphics got better and things like that, but I personally didn't get into them after that. I'm kind of in, like, the first quarter of the new Kingdom Hearts game.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
It's so fun, and the storyline is so deep.
Yeah. And
I love it. So that's basically what I'm into right now.
Okay, so as small YouTubers, as we both are, let's dabble into some YouTube drama.
Oh Lord, yes.
since we're the little ones, let's talk about the big ones for a second.
Of course.
What everybody's talking about, what seems like the last.
Are we going to talk about Logan Paul?
That's exactly what we're going to talk about.
Oh, goodness.
What do you feel? Everybody's doing a freaking video on Logan Paul, like everybody. And
yeah,
I'm like,
I feel like myself to do it, to make a video about it. I just feel like, I mean, I'm not at the point of getting monetized. I just know that if I made a video about it voicing my opinion would be too strongly worded to be monetized.
Well, let's get your opinion on right now.
So, basically, I feel like it was super disrespectful. I feel like I read messages that were between his team and other people, and I just feel like it was so disrespectful. I feel like somebody else should have edited his video, because I know his other editor was on vacation, and she's kind of taking the blame on herself, and I hate that, because if she would have agreed to edit the video because he came to her first, this wouldn't have happened.
So did he edit that, or did someone else edit it?
He has two editors. He has the female that was on vacation, and he has another guy who actually ended up editing the video. But also the thing is the editing does go back to him. He does revise them multiple times before it goes up on the internet. And I'm like, what part of this? Like, why wouldn't you have, like, of all the times that you revised it, you had all this time to think about what happened. Why would you think that it's okay to put somebody's dead child, dead father, like, I know you blurred their face. I never got to see the original video, but I did see clips of it from, like, Philip DeFranco, PewDiePie, things like, people like that, but, like, it's so disrespectful, and I'm really upset that YouTube's not really doing anything about it. Like, if he wouldn't have taken down the video, they would have. They did state that on Twitter, but they said they're looking at punishments and things like that, but, like, why would they do anything to hurt their biggest moneymaker?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
like, what are they going to do? Give him a strike?
That's pretty much all they probably will and would do. Because they're not gonna... He's a money grab. Him and his brother are money grabs. Mm-hmm. So whatever...
He was the fastest growing YouTuber of 2017.
Yeah, whatever stupid thing they do, they're gonna, like, get a slap on the wrist, and then they're gonna disappear for, like, a month or so, and then they're gonna come back with a big comeback.
I know, and now that he got, like, a lot of his... He didn't get a large decrease in subscribers from it. Like, he did get some, but, like, as soon as he put up his apology video, that wasn't all about him, but it was, like, a sincere apology that a lot of people who were really pissed at him for did, like, accept his apology. Like, even I have a soft spot for his apology, but I still think that he's a shit person for doing that. And, like, now he's gonna think that, like, hey, for my apology video, I got 86k subscribers from it. Now I can just go out, do more horrible things, not monetize it, take it down really fast, make a really good apology video, and grow even faster.
Yeah, and plus he has a lot of subscribers, and a lot of them, like, decided that they wanted to defend his video, and they're like, I would have done the same thing, or, like, he has people behind him who are dumb enough that will actually make him feel a little better about the video that he made, because they say, oh, it's okay, we do the same thing type stuff.
Right, and I'm glad that there was enough of them that he did make, like, his apology video seemed very honest and very sincere, and that should have been the first apology that he made, not the one that he posted on Twitter that seemed all about him, trying to make him the victim in this. But the apology that he put on YouTube seemed very sincere, very, like, mature in the way that he did it. He should have apologized that way the first time. Like, I know he did end up feeling bad, but I'm not trying to support him in this, but there were some things that some of his subscribers that were defending him were saying that are completely and honestly true. But, like, the way he reacted when he saw the dead body, like, he was trying to make humor out of it and he was laughing a lot. That's an actual response mechanism that your body automatically does in times of, like, shock and things like that. You tend to giggle and try to make light of the situation in the best way that you can without getting overwhelmed. So, I mean, like, I understand some of the things, but it still doesn't make it right, and he definitely overstepped a boundary, and definitely didn't put the right message out there for anything.
His reaction was fine. Like, okay, people react weirdly, people react differently when certain things happen in life. Like, that's perfectly fine, but when you sit down, because you can have 25, 30 different editors, but when the video is ready to be uploaded, you're going to watch the video before it goes up, because that's your name on there. So when he sat down to watch it, even though he reacted the way he reacted, that's fine, that's whatever, but he actually saw that he put a dead body of someone on his video, and he didn't think to himself, hey, maybe we should take that part out.
Right, like maybe you can leave the audio in there, because I know one of his editors was like, I would have maybe blacked out the screen every time that there was, the editor that wished she would have edited it, she's like, I'd black out the screen whenever they showed it, maybe leave some of the audio, take out some of the inappropriate jokes that he made, but I wouldn't ruin the experience that they had sharing it with them, but I'd make it so the message that he was actually trying to portray actually came across the way that he wanted it to.
Yeah. I mean, that part, even if you didn't black it out, like that part with good editing, you could have just, as the camera panned around to that side, cut that part out. And then you could have still had the reactions and everything. Okay, enough about the pause. I want to, like, how much do you, like, embark into YouTube? Like, are you an avid watcher of YouTube?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What type of things do you normally watch?
I mostly watch in the beauty community, because that's what I'm very enveloped in right now, is makeup and things like that. But there's a couple gamers that I watch for Minecraft. I watch some comedy things. I watch Shane, Jenna Marbles, lifestyle type of people. But mostly I'm in the beauty community.
I usually find myself, like, I watch, like, tons of different things, because I just like to diversify my brain. But I usually find myself, like, when I'm at work or something, I'll listen to story times, and I always seem to fall into, like, paranormal story times.
Yes.
And then I scare the crap out of myself, and I'm like, why was I listening to this all day?
Yeah, I love conspiracy theories, ghost stories, everything like that. Like, I love it. It's so nice.
I saw you did vlogs. You did Vlogmas, didn't you?
I did do Vlogmas.
Did you do all the days? Did you make it?
I went 1 through 25 for Vlogmas.
Nice.
Yeah.
I attempted it, and I made it 1 through 3.
It was really hard, and what made me decide to do Vlogmas as such a small YouTuber, when I started Vlogmas, I had maybe 52 subscribers, and what made me want to do it was I was watching a YouTube video on Laura Lee's channel. She's a beauty influencer, and she was talking about how when she started YouTube, she didn't really use it as like a career, like she wanted to do this for a living. She kind of treated it like a hobby, and I realized that's kind of what I was doing. I wasn't uploading on a regular basis. I wasn't consistent with my uploads. I'd go months without uploading, and then she said, if you treat YouTube like a hobby, YouTube's going to treat you like a hobby. If you treat YouTube like your career, YouTube is going to push and support you and help you get to where you want to be. And that's when I decided that I was going to treat YouTube like I wanted YouTube to treat me. I was going to do Vlogmas. That was going to be the start of me treating YouTube like it was my career and my goal in life.
That is very inspiring. So, as you speak of career, do you, like, what is your current career outside of your YouTube career?
So basically, I work at a fast food. Oh, it's kind of fast food, but it's not. It's Five Guys.
Oh,
I don't know if you have one of those.
Love Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys, burgers and fries. I work there 2 to 3 days a week, so I can focus on my YouTube, but still make some kind of income to pay my bills.
That is a beautiful schedule.
Yeah, I don't really know what my hours are going to be like. I I think they're anywhere between 5-hour days to 10-hour days that I would get.
Like right now, like the only thing that constricts me from uploading 4 to 5 videos every single day, because I seriously would do that. The only thing that constricts me is I work 10-hour days 5 days a week, and then on Saturdays I usually work 5 hours. So
oh goodness.
Yeah, so my schedule is pretty like tight.
I've done a lot of pre-filming. Because I only upload Monday through Friday. So I have I think I'm almost 20 videos deep ahead of schedule.
Nice. That is, I really wish I could do that. I'm gonna try and start like on Saturdays and Sundays, which are my least busiest days. I'm gonna try and like get a log of recordings, so that way I can post throughout the week all the time.
Yeah, and I usually don't stress about editing right away unless what I'm recording that day goes up either the next day or the same day.
Yeah.
But usually I can leave something unedited for a couple of days, but I don't let my files get backed up to where I'm like, wait, what needs to be edited next? Like, I'll get like 4 or 5 videos deep, and then I'll spend like a weekend or something, and I'll just sit and I'll edit all of my videos, get them pre-uploaded, so when it's ready to go, I can just click on over and make it public.
That's cool. My thing is, I don't know if you checked my channel out, but I do skits sometimes. So that's like writing. You got to write the script out, and then you got to record it, and then you got to edit it it takes a long time. So after I do like 1 or 2 of those on the weekend, like my whole weekend's gone. So that's why I usually, like right now, I usually only get out like maybe 3 videos a week. But I'm hoping to change that in the future. I'm hoping.
Yes, 3 videos a week isn't bad though.
It's not bad, but I'm trying to blow up.
Right.
It's okay. If we were big YouTubers, like say both of us had 1 million subscribers, if I put out 3 videos a week, I'd be perfectly fine. Like, I'd have tons of views on it and whatever. But as a small YouTuber, pumping out 3 videos a week, like, it's not a lot.
It's not, but I feel like 3 videos a week is enough to get YouTube to recognize what you're doing.
Yeah. And then I'm the dummy who decided I wanted to try and manage like 3 different channels at one time.
I just saw that.
Yeah. Like this is going on my podcast channel, and then I have my gaming channel, and then I have my variety channel, as I would call it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I keep adding extra things on myself, but I guess I find it fun.
Well, I mean, it does keep things separated. You don't have to go through and make playlists, make sure everything gets added to the right playlist when you upload it. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm getting ready to make playlists for all of my different videos.
What do you think about, I don't know if you watch many of them, but I tend to, and I don't know why, because a lot of them make me so angry. But what do you think about YouTube pranks?
I feel like some of them can go a little too far. And I feel like some of them are okay in a sense of they're not too bad, and they're okay, they're funny. But I feel like sometimes people take it a little too far, and it's just upsetting that, especially when it's like pranks that are in the public and it just gets done to random public people, and you don't know if it's like planned out or not, if they've talked to the people beforehand, things like that. And it's like, sometimes you just wish you knew what went on behind the scenes.
Yeah, a lot of those,
to make you feel better about that person.
A lot of those on the street things, I've seen that like they get paid actors to like be the random people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fake, but it's just for entertainment, as they say.
Right.
So it's not like they're messing with real people. They're messing with paid actors who are pretending to be real people. Well, technically they are still real people, but you know
right.
what I mean. I've seen a trend lately in those like the YouTube pranks where like couple channels they purposely like, okay, when I think of a prank, I think of like old school pranks, like somebody putting a bucket on top of a door and then when it opens, water falls on someone or something. Like those kind of pranks. I've seen that they are doing emotional pranks, like I cheated on you prank, or I'm sleeping with someone prank.
Ones.
Like why do people enjoy watching those kind of pranks? Like, what's the thing behind those? I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I feel like those are so disrespectful to your significant other. It's just, it's harsh.
And then how they do it at the end, the person is usually crying or they start like physically hitting each other, and then the other person like, it's just a prank. It's just a prank. Like, you already destroyed your relationship at that point.
Right.
And then you're saying it's just a prank.
You don't prank about things like that.
So
like, there's things you don't joke about, there's things you don't prank about, you just don't.
Yeah. So speaking of that, are you currently in a relationship?
I am happily engaged, and we are getting married in May of this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have any children or any plans of children in the future?
He has always wanted children, I not so much. And we don't have any, but in the future, I feel like if I ever did want a child, I would adopt before having my own.
I currently have one, and he's a crazy person, so I wouldn't give him up for the world, though, but
right.
He's still a crazy person. But then again, he's part me, so I can't really blame him for being crazy.
Exactly.
So, do you play any instruments along with your singing?
In my the last cover that I did, I think it was a cover of Kesha's song Praying.
Mm-hmm.
I played piano with that one. So I dabble in piano, guitar, and ukulele.
Nice. I'm starting to see a trend like of a lot of people starting to pick up the ukulele. Like, is that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that easier than the guitar, or is it just funner, or what?
It's a little simpler, but there are things that are harder about it, and it's definitely more travel friendly, and it does have a different sound, which makes so some songs are meant to be played with the ukulele, some are different. But it definitely makes or breaks the song sometimes, depending on what instrument you play with it.
One of these days in the future, if I could get you back on here, you're going to have to play your ukulele and sing us a song.
I can definitely do that.
Nice. That way we can have a musical performance. I'm going to call it Musical Performance Fridays.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Because I've found, like, okay, you know how I did this, right? I put a post up on our Facebook groups, and people got to me, right?
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot of people in, and I looked at their videos, and a lot of them sing and play instruments.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I really think I could, like, along with the podcast, which this one will probably go up on Mondays. I'm thinking I'm gonna have all my podcasts come up on Mondays, and then I can have a musical Friday type thing.
I think that would be really cool.
You could also be the first guest on that too.
I'd love that.
I'm not sure how long we're gonna go with this, but we could keep going. If
as long as you want.
I don't know.
I don't mind.
What the rest of your schedule of the day is looking like.
I have 3 more things that I need to record today, and only one of them requires natural sunlight.
There's not even, I swear, right before I started recording this, it was so sunny outside. And as soon as I turned the camera on, all of a sudden, the sky is just gray. Like, I don't know how I lost sunlight that quick.
Right.
I think it doesn't want me to have natural lighting. Do you your equipment? Let's talk equipment. Like, what do you have any? What kind of mic do you use?
So I just recently got a Rode mic, which is supposed to be like the top of the line, best you can get. My dad sent it to me for Christmas, and so I haven't gotten that set up yet. I need to get it set up for my gaming, but I need to get a adapter cable so I can use it with my iPad.
Yeah.
But so I have that for what I'm supposed to be using for recording gaming, and I have a Turtle Beach headset for what I've been using now until I get that mic set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I record with my iPad, or if I'm recording a cover, I will use my phone instead because it picks up the audio better for music.
Yeah.
And then for editing, I just use iMovie. But when I record my screen for gaming, I use XSplit Gamecaster, which came with my graphics card, I believe.
I use Elgato for game recording, but for some reason this week it decided that my computer wasn't updated enough for it to work, so it's not working right now. So I have to figure that out if I want to stream tonight.
I definitely would check out OBS.
OBS.
For streaming.
I'll try and remember that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't have to remember it because I'm recording this.
Yeah.
That was dumb of me. So
okay.
that mic that you said, is that like one of the longer mics, like professional type looking singing mic things?
It's definitely professional looking. It's not really kind of like the long tapered. It kind of just stands straight up, and it does have rectangular structure to it.
Yeah.
It's about, I'd say, 4 inches long, and then it does have a diction cover on it.
Mm-hmm.
So while like a normal mic, like, you know, the foam that gets put on top of like gaming mic, headphones, things like that.
Yeah.
To kind of like catch your like spit and things like that. So when you're enunciating like your T's, your C's, your K's, things like that, the diction doesn't like blow out the mic.
So you're not doing ASMR videos?
Right. I actually have one recorded that I'm going to be uploading here soon.
Really?
Yeah.
You did
I did
one?
an ASMR.
How did it turn out to you?
I think it could have gone better, definitely, and I might have recorded it upside down, but I'm still going to put it up because it definitely, the sounds came out pretty nice.
What weird scenario did you put yourself in for the video?
I put myself in the weird scenario of my fiance being home and trying to stand up and be close enough to my iPad that it picked up my voice and the sounds that was making, because I did it with slime. I did a slime ASMR. And so every time I was doing something, I was like, he's listening to me. He's listening to me. This is weird. This is awkward. Like, I usually don't mind recording when he's home, but it's like things that I'm not normally used to doing is just so different, and like, don't judge me, and he had to keep all the pets quiet, so I was like, those like stress on me because I was trying to make him manage 3 pets that are super needy, and I was just like,
I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Give us 10 seconds of an ASMR video.
I can't. I can't. I just want to laugh.
Sometimes I find those super creepy. Like, there's one where these twin sisters and they like whisper into the ear of like some mannequin thing. It's just really weird.
Oh yeah, those are just. Ugh.
But I watched it anyway. I also,
Same.
for some reason, I watched, I don't even know why this popped in my feed or anything, but it was a lady speed vacuuming. Like, she was vacuuming, but she, like, fast-forwarded the video. And it was like a 10-minute long video of her vacuuming. I don't know why I watched it.
But you did anyways.
But I did anyway.
Like, I so totally, like, understand. Like, it's like, this is so weird. Why am I still watching it? And next thing you know, the video is over and you watched the entire thing.
Yeah, and then you feel dirty inside.
It's like, why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself?
You understand me right there. You understand.
Yeah.
So, pets. You said you have 3.
I actually have 4.
You have 4? What kind of pets?
So, I have a 9-year-old dog who is a toy fox terrier. Her name is Gracie. And then I have a 2-year-old cat named Paisley. I have a 6-month-old kitten named Netherly. And she's the extremely needy one. Every time I'm recording, she wants to be all up in my lap and rubbing all over my face. And then I have a bunny, which I'm not sure how old the bunny is. I want to say she's close to 3 years old, and her name is Hermione, and she is a mini Rex breed.
Is that a tiny bunny?
Yeah, it's basically, they don't get too big, so they're nice for having as pets.
I thought all bunnies were nice for having as pets.
Well, different breeds get to different sizes. Some more are like farm bunnies. So if you have like big amounts of land, you're on a farm, they're probably better for that. But like a house pet is better for like the mini breeds.
I saw this one video where this lady had this huge freaking bunny. Like, it was so big. And I don't know how it got that big. I think it was some kind of weird giant breed of bunny. But
yeah,
it was like the size of a dog.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine.
But it was so fluffy looking though. It was like a giant pillow.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if you want to learn more about my pets, I do have a video all about my pets. Well, most about my pets. It's about my cats and my bunny. And I believe, I want to say that's Vlogmas Day 10, maybe?
What about your dog?
I didn't, it's actually Vlogmas Day 4, Meet My Pets, and I didn't say anything about the dog because in all technicality it's my fiance's pet. She was here before I ever was, and I don't know all that there needs to know about her, so I didn't want to introduce his pet.
Is he ever, like, in your videos?
Yeah, definitely. He's been in, I want to say 4 or 5 of them.
Do you make him do weird things like the challenges, like the makeup challenges?
Yeah, definitely. In one of my videos, I made him shave part of my head. One of my videos, I made him do my makeup. Then I made him sit down for me to do his makeup. I made him sit down with me and do a Q&A.
Okay, now you have to back up because that first one was a bit extreme. You had him
shaving part of my head.
Shave part of your head.
Yeah. I have an undercut, so the side of my head is shaved. So I was like, one of my older videos is called My Fiance Cuts My Hair, My Best Friend Dyes It. And in that video, he shaves that part of my head.
So is that that's your style anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought, you just went extreme one day and, just shaved half of my head.
No. It definitely was all planned.
Okay. What? Okay, you do covers, so, what's your genre of music that you like the most?
So, I generally gravitate toward modern pop and hip-hop.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a ton of choral training. So I do enjoy that kind of music, but I don't gravitate to making covers of choral music or things like that.
Explain choral training to me as if I was an idiot.
Basically, like when you're in school and you're in choir classes, that's considered the choral type of genre, really. It's very proper and things like that, and it's just it's kind of like if you've ever listened to Britney Spears and she kind of sounds really nasally when she sings.
Yeah.
Kind of exactly the opposite. Instead of really like nasally and bright vowels is what we would call that, very bright, it'd be more tall and very like light and airy sounding.
So like a choir.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense to someone out there. When you do your live streams, are you like, I've seen some people do like, they do game live streams, but there's some people who do like a live stream of just them doing stuff, like a live Q&A type thing.
Right.
Have you ever thought about trying one of those out, like before you do gaming?
I've thought about it, but I feel like I don't have a big enough following for it to be any different than just uploading it.
Yeah. Do you get questions? Okay, you did a Q&A. Like, did you get questions? Like, actual...
I got one question from a friend that is really good about supporting me and sharing every time that I upload. He'll share my video, my tweets about my video, and everything like that. So I got a question from him. But other than that, I just had to find like the general Q&A questions that people would usually get asked.
Okay. Because I was trying to do a Q&A, and I asked like the Twitter and Facebook stuff to ask me questions, and I got nothing. I was so sad that day. I was like, I really wanted to do a Q&A. Like, I really want to do Q&As, and I really want to do like advice stuff. But
yeah,
I'm way too small right now for anybody to pay attention to me asking them to ask me stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that bigger channels have the advantage of over smaller channels. Like, usually when people are trying to get to know somebody, bigger channels, they'll just do a Q&A, so you can just ask them whatever you want. But when you are small, you just kind of have to make a Q&A and just kind of fish around for what questions you think are the best to tell your audience at first.
Yeah, I mean, technically, this is kind of a unofficial Q&A.
Yeah, technically it kind of is. Yeah, you're right.
So this is your second Q&A that you've done.
Definitely. Actually, it's my third because I did a Q&A on my channel, and then I was on Tazhol's. He calls it a tubecast.
Yeah, I've seen tubecasts.
Yeah, so he does tubecasts, and I was on his channel. So this is all kind of my third.
Nice. Was his tubecast as fun as my podcast?
Yeah, definitely. You both have way different views about going upon it, like about how you do it, what questions you've asked. Like, you definitely have asked me a lot more questions than he did, but you both generally ask the same questions. Mm-hmm. But we definitely have had more conversations than what I thought we would have. Like, before Tazhol's Tubecast, I never have even remotely thought that I'd ever be on a podcast of any sort. And I had no idea what to expect of it.
Well, honestly, I had no idea what to expect of this either. I don't even know, like, sometimes randomly my brain just comes up with things. And this time it decided, hey, let's start doing podcasts. And I just typed it out and sent it out. Didn't think anybody was gonna, like, respond to it or anything, because they normally don't. And then I got tons and tons of people who said, sure, we'll be on it. And I was like so surprised. And then I got scared because I was like, okay, now I never done a podcast, so I don't know what to do now. And now
I understand that, definitely.
But I decided to put myself out there, and I'm very excited that I did, because now I have my first guest. And it seems like, I wouldn't say easy, but because, you know, sometimes I go blank and I don't know what to ask, but once we get back in the swing of things, it becomes nice again.
Yeah, it definitely does. Things always get easier with time.
Yeah. And also, I just like to keep it loose and free and get it out there. I was gonna write stuff out and then, like, just ask you stuff off a piece of paper. And I have stuff written out, but it's in a different room, because when I sat down right here, I was like, forget this. I'm not about to read stuff off of here. I'm just gonna say stuff. So that's kind of how I'm doing this. It's no format at all. So I think it should turn out nicely, though.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like more of a free form. You're not really caring about getting all the answers out, but you're just really loose and natural about it, and just making sure that the guest feels comfortable, you're comfortable, and I think that's just a really good thing to do.
Yeah. Here's a question that I'm pretty sure most people don't ask on their podcast. Food, what's your favorite?
I really love chicken. Like, that's so vague, but
Just any form of chicken at all?
Basically.
I had this morning a cordon bleu. You ever had those?
Yes.
Those are the most amazing things in the world.
They're so good.
And I haven't had one in so long, and I don't know why, because as a kid, I used to eat them all the time. And I saw them in the store, and I was like, why don't I eat these anymore? And then I ate one, and I was like, really, why don't I eat these anymore?
Yes.
So I bought a whole bunch of them. Are you a that was not racist. I'm sorry, someone said something to me. Someone said something to me and I had to respond to it. Your colors of hair. How many have you had?
I have had every color of the rainbow at least twice.
Wow.
Some even more than twice. I have done everything. And my, ever since my Vlogmas, I was kind of standard, and I was kind of the same colors throughout. I had green and purple in my hair, and then recently I lightened it, and now I'm at a lovely, slate gray color, and in the light and natural lighting, it kind of looks rose goldish, which is really nice.
That's kind of cool. I like that. I had a follow-up question, but I completely forgot it. Crap.
It's perfectly fine.
I'm gonna edit that out. But, oh yeah, that's also why I'm doing it this way, because I know that often I'm gonna stumble and not remember what to say, and I can edit myself out.
Yeah, I get into a swing of things where, like, while I'm filming, I'm, like, thinking, like, if I'm doing a voiceover, I'm sitting there filming, thinking exactly what I'm gonna say when I go to my voiceover, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I'm gonna edit this out, this took too long, and...
Have you ever done a reaction video?
I have not.
Would you ever do a reaction video?
I've been thinking of doing it, especially, like, reacting to my first couple of videos.
Yeah. Like that would be cool. I didn't even think of reacting to my own stuff. Like, I've done some reaction videos in the past, because everybody has tried to follow whatever trend is doing whatever, and at that moment when I first started, everybody was doing reaction videos. So I thought if I did reaction videos, that maybe I'd get a bunch of subscribers. So that's the first thing, like one of the first things I tried to do. But then, as I was doing them, I noticed that I wasn't really enjoying myself doing them. And I'm like, why am I doing this on my channel if I don't extremely enjoy it? So that's when I started doing my skits and stuff.
Yeah, if you're not doing something that's your passion, you're not going to be enthusiastic about it. You're not really going to have genuine responses to things, and it's just not going to make you happy, so you're not going to get the response that you want from it either, because people can see that through people. People are so good at reading people nowadays. It's insane. I'm just like, how did you know I was in a bad mood? I thought I did a good job of covering that up. Guess not.
Like, I chuckled a couple of times. How did you know? Have you gotten any hate comments yet?
Surprisingly, no.
None?
None.
Wow. Have you gotten any good comments?
Yeah, I definitely don't get a lot of comments, but the comments that I do get are genuinely very nice.
I did this one video as one of my reaction videos, and it's, I think, the only video I got hate comments on. Like, okay, you know how you take something that people like go crazy over, like Star Wars or Overwatch, because this was an Overwatch reaction that I did.
Definitely, yeah.
And you know Overwatch fans, right? They're crazy. Yeah. They're crazy psycho people. So, like the extreme ones. So I did a video, like, just reacting to, like, a short anime thing of Overwatch. And I guess I didn't say things correctly or the way they wanted me to. So they started...
You mispronounced her name, you fake fan!
Yeah, so they started to attack me.
How are you going to do an Overwatch video and not know how to pronounce so-and-so's name? Like,
exactly. I'm like...
Sorry?
And that's when... Okay, Overwatch wasn't even, like... Oh, it was like when Overwatch first started coming out. So... A lot of people didn't know much about Overwatch, but these people act like it's been out since 1986 or something. And it's what they grew up on. It's their Bible. Right.
They're like acting like it's something that's been out since the beginning of time and you should know everything about it.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry I didn't know this person did this or this person was in a relationship with that person. Like, it was just a short. Like, the short, it didn't even make sense to me at all.
Right.
So, why are you upset about? I even said at the beginning of it that I know nothing about this, and they didn't care. Like, you shouldn't have did it then. Like, really? People, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you into any, like, superhero type movies or...
Not as much as I used to be. I used to be super, super into, like, the whole superhero thing, and, like, they've been just busting out so many movies.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I ain't got the time nor the funds to watch all of these. Slow down. So I've, like, missed so many of them, and then I'm just kind of like, if I get to watch them, I get to watch them whenever I watch them.
Yeah. That's how I felt for a little bit.
And don't even get me started on Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, that's not even Spider-Man anymore. That's freaking Tony Stark built Spider-Man a suit and they're calling it Spider-Man. That's Iron Man and Spider-Man in the same freaking movie, and it's the same freaking person. You can't put Spider-Man in an Iron Man suit and say he has superpowers. Like, no, that's not Spider-Man.
I mean, technically, he still has Spider-Man powers. He's just in a weird
They're
suit.
not actual superpowers. They're suit powers.
Well, okay. If he takes that suit off, he still has the Spider-Man powers, though.
I can't bring myself to watch that movie.
Even with that, I'm sorry, but that's the best Spider-Man movie they ever came out with, because
oh no,
the other ones were crap. Because when they did Spider-Man 3 and he started doing disco fever dancing in the middle of it, that was horrible.
Oh goodness.
Unless that's your kind of dancing. Do you like disco fever dancing?
It's not the best, but I mean, like, those, like, I just feel like, who was it? Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
makes the best Spider-Man.
Really?
He's the best Spider-Man in my opinion.
Wow, you don't hear that very often.
He was my favorite.
I'll give you the very first Spider-Man, like the first one with him in it. That was a good Spider-Man.
That was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that was a good Spider-Man, but I can't give you 3. No one in the world can give you 3.
I can give myself 3.
Three was just weird. It was too much at one time. Like they try to throw too many things in there.
I can agree. It's just Tobey Maguire has a special spot in my heart, just like Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr. and James Franco, and I'm just rambling now.
I think you just have a long list of people in your heart.
Johnny Depp is number 1. Always has been, always will, though.
Johnny Depp beats out Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah, definitely. Any day.
Alright. So, we've been on here for about an hour.
Yeah, we have.
We've had some good times, we've had some bad times, we've had some awkward moments.
Yeah.
But it was all enjoyable.
Definitely.
I would have you on for that Friday thing for the music.
Definitely.
And I would also just love to have you on here again because you were my first guest and you were a delight.
Thank you. And I will definitely come back anytime.
And at this moment of the podcast, I will give the mic over to you so you can self-promote yourself.
Okay, well, my YouTube channel is Zei Carmela. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at In the Life of Z. You can follow me on Snapchat with the username MusicFreak2K15. That's MUZICFREAK2K15. And that's all I got.
Alright, I hope that they understood everything. But yeah, we'll definitely have you on again. And we'll definitely see you on one of these Fridays with your ukulele.
Definitely.
And this was a great first podcast, and I'm glad that you joined me on it. And I'll say thank you again. Thank you. And
Thank you.
to the podcast, this has been AJ Spade. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. 'Cause I'm out.